Look what I have here. Now my father built this planter many years ago and it needs restored. I cannot throw this out. So like I said, it's handmade. He's actually got the spindles here that, well, they did turn. There we go. I guess if I go backwards. But it needs propped up. The bigger problem is this leg back here. This has come unhinged, so that needs to be nailed in. And then I'm going to get the sander, clean it up, and then we're going to find a nice stain and redo this whole piece. So stay with me. I'll be back soon. Well, hello everyone. This is sanded and put together. I had to take off some excess glue, but what I have here is some Rust-Oleum stain, and it's a antique white. So I thought, let's try this white stain and see what that looks like. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and paint the rubber rollers here, maybe a little chrome on the handle, but we'll get to that after this gets stained. Now I'm not going to worry too much about the inside. I do have a pot that fits in here perfectly. I have some, what is it, waterproof wood treatment that I might go ahead and put on the inside. But let's see what this looks like. My can over here, and it's going to need a good stir. Got my gloves on. Let me go, where are we here? I'm on the old picnic table. This tends to be where I do a lot of projects, and I can't complain. It does need refinished and maybe some new wood planks on it, but it's got a big old iron stand, and got it from the dump. Someone was going to throw it away. So here's our white. Just stirred up real well, and of course I have gloves on. I don't have sponge brushes. I need to get some, but I'm just going to use a tacky old brush that already has been used for stain. And let's see what this looks like, because I'm anxious to see it. I remember my grandmother had one of these old machines. My goodness, what a chore that was to do laundry, hey? Back in the day. So I always save old socks with holes in them, and I'm going to slip that over my glove here. Let me wipe this off and get my gloves on, get this sock on. It helps to smear stain. And I don't think I'm going to worry about this metal here, because I'm sure I can wipe that right off the metal. So let's see what this looks like. Here's my old brush. Just kind of soften it up a little bit. And let's take a look at this. I don't know what to think. It's not really doing much, is it? Well, that's a bit disappointing. It'll at least protect it and give it a white, maybe a white hue. Gosh, I think you can tell through camera, but I'm going to go ahead, just try to dab this in and around and down the sides. I mean, it's old. I don't know when my dad made this, but of course it's been out in the weather, and I just couldn't bring myself to toss it out. You know, anything my father made is rather sentimental to me. I'm a sentimental old fool by heart. I don't guess there's anything wrong with that, eh? It'll just give it a bit of a whitewash. So I'll pat. I don't even think I need my glove to rub any of this in. Might take a couple coats. So I just wanted to give you a heads up as to how I'm going to finish this today. As far as the stain goes, yeah, I don't know. I thought about spray painting it white, but then again, spray paint peels. And this stain has polyurethane in it for protection, so I think we'll just go with it and I'll be happy as a lark. So I'll keep going. Like I said, maybe do 2 coats. It's nice out here today. It's overcast. A little cooler in the 80s. We've been up to 100 this week, so this is a nice change. I'm watering the lawn and I've got weeds to pull, but I wanted to get this done, and I don't know that I'll plant anything in it this year because it's mid-July already. And I stirred this really well. But let me get back to you when I've got this done, okay? And we'll see where we can go from there. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you watched through the whole video, I appreciate it. That helps the algorithm show my videos a little more. And be sure to hit that like button when you're through. But we're not finished yet. Alright, I'll see you in a little while. Bye. Well, here we are. Now, I was able to take the roller right off of the washing machine. It just screws into this hole right here. And I must say, I'm not real happy with that stain. I'll show you when I put the whole piece back together, but there's not much white. The polyurethane inside of the stain was drying before I think the stain could actually sink into the wood. And if I'd have known that, I should have tested it out and I would have done something completely different. But this is what we have. And because it's got the polyurethane on it, I guess I could just hand paint the whole thing white and then spray polyurethane, but I'm going to make do with how this turned out. So I am able to move these rollers if I go very gently, and I want to paint them black. So I'm going to very carefully try to get the rollers painted. And I've got my tester's paint, I've got my black, I've got a silver here. I've got several silvers. It depends on using one or the other up. And of course, when you get tester's paint in a set, they send you some, what do I want to say, acetone. So I just keep my acetone in this bottle. I put a little bit in here to clean my brush. Whoops, I found an old brush. And let's see how well I can do this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the black first, let that dry completely, and then I'm going to go in and try to do the silver rungs or gears. Ooh, there's a big glob of resin right there. I might have to peel that off. So that's the plan. Put a little silver on the handle, black on the, what would we call them? The rubbery rinser screen. Cut that out. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the black, then the silver, put this back on, and I'll show you what we end up with. So this is a lacquer, so I can be sure it'll be all right outdoors, and it might take several coats, and I'm just gonna do the best I can to paint this up. Like I said, if I get a wild hair, I might just repaint the whole thing white. I do have white lacquer paint, I think, outside in the shop. But for now, we're going to go with what we have. So once I get that done, I'll come back and join you, and we'll see the final piece all refurbished. Okay, I'll be back soon.